I was waiting for you.
Well, howdy there, partners.
Welcome back to the Pattersons.
I love
Are
that.
we still doing that? We did that in the one video before
You know what?
this.
I don't think we should make it
I
like a
don't
common
really like
thing.
it.
Why don't
Hi.
we restart? Let's restart. 3, 2. Howdy, partners.
You can't go that southern and not expect me to go British. Howdy, partners. Welcome to the Pattersons. That was good.
Welcome to the Pattersons.
What is that accent? Help.
You guys may see we have some moving boxes in the back of a car.
Yeah. Why do we have boxes in the car?
Well, maybe because our lease started in Florida today.
What is going on? Our lease for our apartment in Florida started today. However, we are moving on Monday. Today is Thursday. The movers are coming Saturday?
Monica's bridal shower is on the 22nd.
Yep.
Which is very exciting.
So there's so much going on. So they're going to pick up everything. They're going to drive it down. We were originally going to tow everything, but this just makes everything easier having someone bring it all down, safer.
And we're leaving on the 23rd. We're hopefully going to beat the movers down there because otherwise they won't be able to get into our apartment.
Otherwise our stuff is just like chilling.
Anyway, who's excited for a freaking house tour once we get there?
Well, apartment tour, but still.
Apartment
woo!
tour. As you guys know, we are moving from New York to Florida. We have some very mixed views about the whole thing.
Yeah.
What we thought we'd do is literally just turn the camera on and have a completely honest, transparent, full, in-depth conversation about the entire thing and just kind of update you guys on absolutely every single thing we're thinking about this move. But then also, I did an Instagram story on my personal Instagram earlier and I asked people to ask me questions about moving.
So prepared. Look at that. All right, so how are you feeling about moving? Because I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be going through similar situations because a lot of you that follow us have gone through long distance or are currently doing long distance, and there is going to be a moment where, you know, one of you is going to have to move or both of you are going to have to move. So this is something that you guys will probably be able to relate to as well. So let's see from your perspective, because you moved all the way here to America.
Since 2015, we've been traveling back and forth in a long distance relationship until I fully moved here on January the 27th.
Still so weird for you to say that.
Yeah, right? So moving from the UK to America in general has been a huge change for me, actually. It's actually been a massive culture shock, much more of a culture shock than I anticipated, because every other time that we have visited each other before we lived together, like fully lived together, I still had my home in the UK and my car in the UK and all that kind of stuff. And every time I came here, even if it was for 3 months, I treated it like a holiday. It's weird because now that I'm coming here and actually like living here properly, there's so many kind of small details that I didn't pick up on before that are actually making a massive impact. Like the people are so different here compared to Brits.
Especially New Yorkers, they're a different breed.
The food is very different here. I love food here in New York, but it's very full on. British food in general is a lot fresher and healthier, I think.
It's funny because like how the cultural differences, because like I always say one of the main reasons I couldn't live in the UK is the food. So it's funny that like for you it's completely opposite, but for me it's like, oh,
well, it's
I
exactly
look
the
at
same.
UK food, I'm like, oh.
It's just like I miss British food so much.
Yeah.
Like I just want some bangers and mash and beans, or I want full English, or like a proper kind of Sunday roast or something.
Sunday roast, I'm on your side for that.
Or Nando's.
Oh.
Talking of like how I'm feeling about moving to Florida from here, St. Augustine, the city that we've chosen to live in, is very European feeling, and I feel much more at home there. It feels much more British, and the people are so lovely.
They're so
and
nice in
there's
Florida.
a lot of British shops with a lot of British food.
And I just want to clarify something about what you just said. When we said that we were moving to Florida, there was a lot of people who were like, oh my gosh, why would you move to Florida? I guess everyone has different opinions, but to us, we feel so good there, and we've only had great experiences with people and like everything. Just because a lot of you guys may not like it, like we chose that area. We're not being forced to move there like a lot of the comments said. Like we're so excited. And St. Augustine's very close to many Dippin' Dots. So that's the main reason.
There is Dippin' Dots in St. Augustine.
Let me be real. We're 10 minutes away from a Dippin' Dots. So that's
Let me be real. You're an hour away from Disney. That's why you're excited.
And that.
The majority of this video is about your thoughts on this, because I think it's been very clear from the start that I've been not much more excited about this than you, but it's much easier for me to travel down to Florida than you, because I've already made that move away from my family. So for me, I feel like this move to Florida is going to be much easier. Firstly, because every time I visit, I'm so happy and I know I'm going to feel so at home there. And then also, every place we visited in America, I FaceTime my mum, because my mum was like my best friend. Like Monica and my mum were like my best friends. You still are. Cool. As soon as we showed St. Augustine, she was like, I want to get a vacation home there. Oh my word, I said vacation home. She was like, I can't wait to visit. It's the most beautiful city I've ever seen in America. I know my mum never visited, but every time I'm there, and we've only visited twice, but both times I've been there, I've felt closer to my mum.
I remember we were bike riding and we had her on the thing. We were showing her all the things that we were passing. So I feel your mom there too. Like, I really do. So for me, my emotions are kind of all over the place. I went to college for a semester. I mean, long time, a semester. I lived on my own. I was like 3.5 hours away and it was fine. But knowing that I was just like a 3.5 hour drive away from home was always like, okay, I could go home this weekend if I want.
But I mean, at the same time, we're a 2.5 hour flight away in Florida.
But flying's like a lot more complicated, expensive, and you know. I am excited. I'm nervous. I'm sad. I don't know. I'm like literally every kind of emotion that there is. I'm excited because it's going to be a brand new start. I love where we chose to live. I'm excited to be tan all year round. I'm excited to have my Dippin' Dots like 10 minutes away. I just think it's going to be really healthy to have a brand new start. And I know how homesick you've been feeling, and I know how much you feel at home there. When I'm around people, I tend to feel their emotions a lot. So like when you're really down, I'm really down. Knowing that you're going to feel like better about everything makes me feel a lot better about everything. But I am really sad because I've built up so many great relationships here with like friends, and my family are literally a block away now. I obviously have my family dog Bentley and my cat Bella. I was going to say Barbara, but we call her that.
We call her Barb.
That's her other name. She has like 35 million names.
We call her Barbara.
I was going to say Barb,
for
and
some
everyone's going to
reason.
be like, who's Barb? I thought your cousin name was Bella. Just knowing that I'm not going to be able to see them every day, like, genuinely breaks my heart. Like, I'm literally feel like I'm teary. I literally am teary right now. You know when you feel like the tears going like, shh. Yeah. That. I'm crying! No! Oh, I didn't want to cry. Dippin' Dots.
Well, you guys can see like how real this is for us, you know.
Really? Come on. Like little things like going to get my nails done. Like I'm gonna have to go by myself. Like sounds so sad.
You're gonna have to go by yourself.
Oh, you're gonna go with me?
No. You can make friends, and your sister wants to move down to Florida.
Yeah, but it's so hard to make like true friends. I'm really sad about that. Like I love New York. I'm a New Yorker. Like I feel like all New Yorkers never want to leave New York. I feel like I'm gonna feel very alone. Like when you're not there, I'm gonna feel very alone. But that's only gonna be like temporary until I do make friends and like, you know, do activities or whatever. Like I know this is gonna be really good for us, so like that's what's keeping me going. And like my family loves Florida. Like we always visit all the time. So they're thinking of moving down at some point. Not fully, but like getting a house there, and that will be good. My brother won't move down there. My other sister won't move down there, but I know my parents definitely want to get a house there, and Liz wants to fully move down somewhere in Florida. So that's really good. So as you can see, I have a mix of emotions. I've never lived anywhere else fully other than here. So
yeah.
I might love it even more than here. I have no idea. So I'm excited, and there's no one I'd rather be doing this journey with than you. I'm not a fan of like hot weather. I don't know how that part's gonna go. But again, like I don't really do much outside anyway. I'm not really an outdoorsy person, so I'll just stay in the air conditioning. It's fine. Before anybody goes like crazy, like this isn't like one person's decision. I feel like a lot of people might think it's like your decision, like making me go. This is an equal decision. I made this decision too.
When we decided to live in America, people said the same thing. People were like, "Oh, Monica's forcing Sam. She wears the pants in the relationship."
Like he's not forcing me to move anywhere, okay?
Yeah. Okay, so now that we've basically been
letting
as
our
transparent as we can, and like tears were shared, and
tears were shed.
To go over anything that we missed out, let's have a quick look through these questions on Instagram.
I'm sure we answered most of them, but let's take a gander.
If you could bring one thing from your respective hometowns down to Florida, what would it be? That was me screenshotting.
I was like, what? Just taking a quick selfie. Mine would be my babies, my fur babies.
I was gonna say, what?
I know you said pick one, but I can't. So, my fur babies. And if it couldn't be like that, like if it had to be something like from this town, the bagel store.
Ooh, that's a good shout.
I'd ship everybody and the bagel store.
If it was anything, it would be my grandparents. If it's not anything living that I'm allowed to bring, I would bring Nando's.
Yeah, but we have them like on the way to Florida, like Georgia area.
Should we get one on the way to Florida?
As if we weren't going to do that already.
Are you getting a house or just an apartment?
We're getting an apartment for now. It's a 12-month lease, making sure we love the area, and then our plan is we would love to build a house.
Why did you decide on an apartment first? Because renting is more expensive than a house mortgage.
That's why. We just want to make sure we're in love with the area. We've had really good experiences while we've been there, but never fully like lived there. So we're going to live there for a year, make sure it's everything that we hope and dream for. And if not, then the search for a new place begins again.
How do you feel about the fact that your children will grow up in Florida? Well, most likely anyway.
Firstly, like the fact that that's being put in my head right now makes me so excited. Happy, because I feel like with better weather, there's more like kids can do outside. I'm excited. How do you feel?
I'm very excited. Be able to spend as much time with my kids outdoors in gorgeous weather as possible.
You know, you even growing up, everyone in England would always go to Florida for vacation. It's like our kids are going to grow up where people vacation, and that's pretty awesome.
An hour from Disney. One question. Are we getting a Disney Family Pass?
The fact that that's supposed to be a question is if you don't know the answer.
Of course I know the answer.
Are we going to Harry Potter World every weekend? Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you were able to get more insight of how we're feeling. And I'm sure, again, a lot of you are probably feeling the same with your different situations too. So, you know, if you need anybody to talk to, comment down below. We're always reading comments. Send us a message on Instagram. Thank you so much for sending in the questions and for watching and following this journey.
I think the next main video we will do, if you guys want us to, drop a comment below. If you do want us to do it, is our road trip down to Florida. Yep. After that, we'll do an empty house tour, if everybody wants.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.
Catch you in a bit.
Bye!